What is going on, Rockstar? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Get Your Mind Right Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you? In this episode, keep saying episode. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how to get your mind right about anything that you were trying to accomplish in your life. So, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Codes. I coach Black women with an entrepreneurial mindset to build and grow themselves as well as their business so they don't have to feel alone or isolated. So let's jump into this. This is going to be short and sweet. So let's jump into it. So, 3 ways to get your mind right about anything that you are trying to accomplish in your life. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you want to lose weight. You're trying to start a business, you are trying to get a promotion, whatever you are trying to accomplish in your life. Let's get into it. So I got my notes as always to help me stay on track. Um, First and foremost, you want to be specific on um, what you want to get your mind right about. So if you want to lose weight, you want to know why you want to lose weight. Is it because of health reasons? Is it because you generally just want to look and feel better? Um, is it because, maybe you want to spend more time with your grandkids? Maybe you just want a higher level of energy. These are things that you want to be clear and be specific. And I would suggest writing 3 to 5 things down so that way you have a clear and specific reasons why you want to lose weight. If it's because you want to start a business, why do you want to start a business? What's the reason? What's your why? What's the thing that is going to keep you going when it gets tough? Okay, that's number one. Number two, be clear on what is stopping you, what is getting in your way. If you are starting and stopping, or if you complete number one and then you fall short, and your mind is kind of, you are trying to stop yourself or getting in your own way by, having thoughts that's saying that maybe you don't need to do this, or um, it's not the right time. Because self-sabotage is such a huge thing when you are trying to change your life. And we want to not fall into that trap of self-sabotage. We want to overcome that. That's why we write it out. That's why we post it everywhere we need to post it. That is why we do what we do. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are clear on why you might get in your way or why you are getting in your way. Let's be clear. So why you might be getting in your way and why you are getting in your way. Okay. So you want to write that out. I said this last week. There's so much in the power of the pen, like my coach says. It is, once you write it out, you feel better. It's out of your mind and you're able to plant more seeds of positivity, more good thoughts in your mind and in your soul, and feeding yourself the right words and being positive. These are things that you want to do. Okay. Number 3, trust yourself. Trust yourself to know that you are going to do what you say you're going to do, listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to your head when it's speaking the right things. You have the power to control your mind. Don't let your mind control you. And I know that's such a weird statement to say, but it's actually true. Sometimes the mind can bully the body. And this is where we have to be consciously aware of what we are taking in around us, not just what we're seeing, listening to, but what we're feeling, what's coming in through all of our senses, because that plays a huge role too. And I was just thinking about yesterday where my husband wanted to watch something on TV, and it's something we had watched like in a super long time, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why are we watching this? Like, why is he watching this? Because I wasn't even paying attention. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, babe, that's not where my mind is. So let's, figure out something else to watch, because you have to be conscious about what is going on, what you're taking in. And sometimes those things can get into our subconscious and come out in different ways that we had never even thought about. So this is why being surrounded by people who are going to uplift you, be in your surroundings, just being sure that there are clean, clear, positive flows of energy feeding you and nurturing you. It's huge, because that also plays a factor in you feeding yourselves and making good decisions, and learning to trust yourself and building that trust within yourself, building your intuition up, following your first mind. These all play a factor in all of that. So we have to be very conscious of everything that goes on around us, which is huge. All right, so let's go back to it. Number one, be specific on what you need to get your mind right on, be it starting a business, losing weight, getting a coach. Be specific, okay? Number two, be clear on what might get in your way or what is in your way, okay? And then number three, trust yourself. Be confident in yourself. The more you do this, as my coach says, a repetition deepens the impression. So the more you learn how to trust yourself, the more you learn how to trust yourself, the better you will get in getting your mind right. Okay. So I want to know, what can you add to this list? Put it in the comments below, and I will chat at you later. Ciao.